Hello everyone and welcome back to Cinematic Cravings. October is set to be an epic month for moviegoers with the release of some of the most exciting films of the year. From blockbusters to highly anticipated sequels, we have a lot to look forward to. In today's video, we take a look at the 10 most anticipated movies of October 2024. Believe me, there is something for everyone on this list. But before we get into the details, I realize that most of you have already watched and passed by, but subscribing and liking is free. Come on. Let's be generous, subscribe to the channel, and like the video so we can grow together. Let's get started. Number 1. Joker Folie à Deux. First up, we've got the one movie that seems to be on everyone's radar, Joker Folie à Deux. Joaquin Phoenix is reprising his role as Arthur Fleck, the character that earned him an Oscar in the first film, and this time, he's joined by none other than Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn. Yes, you heard that right, Lady Gaga. That alone has fans buzzing. What's even more fascinating is that this movie is rumored to be a musical thriller set in Gotham, which is such a bold, creative direction. Now, we've all seen how the Joker took the world by storm in 2019, with its dark, gritty take on mental illness and society's neglect of those on the margins. The idea of bringing in Harley Quinn, but through a more musical, emotionally complex lens, has sparked a lot of curiosity. Some people love the idea, others aren't sure what to expect. But that's what makes it exciting. Will this movie live up to the massive expectations? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, it's definitely one of the most anticipated films of 2024, if not the entire decade. Number 2. Venom: The Last Dance. Next up, we've got another highly anticipated sequel, Venom: The Last Dance. Tom Hardy is back as Eddie Brock, and that means we're getting more of that symbiotic madness we've all come to love. Now, this is the third installment in the Venom series, and if you're a fan of the previous films, you know how wild things can get. The dynamic between Eddie and Venom has always been chaotic, hilarious, and a bit unpredictable. One thing to note is that the previous movie left a lot of open-ended questions, particularly regarding Venom's place in the larger Marvel universe. Will we see some crossovers or references to other characters? There's been speculation, but nothing is confirmed yet. If the rumors are true, though, this could be the movie that really ties Venom into the wider Marvel Cinematic Universe MCU. Whether you're a die-hard comic book fan or just love a good anti-hero, this is one movie you don't want to miss. Number 3. Smile 2. Let's move on to the horror genre, which is always a staple of October movie releases. One of the scariest films coming out this month is Smile 2. If you remember the original Smile, it was a sleeper hit in 2022, it came out of nowhere, and had audiences talking for weeks. Now with the sequel, they've raised the stakes. This time, the curse is following a pop singer, which adds a fresh twist to the story. This franchise has a way of creeping into your mind and lingering there long after the credits roll. The unsettling smiles, the eerie atmosphere, it's horror done right. What makes Smile 2 even more intriguing is how it taps into the psychological horror genre, which can sometimes be even scarier than traditional jump scare films. If you love a movie that gets under your skin, this one will definitely be worth checking out as Halloween approaches. Number 4. Piece by Piece. Now, shifting gears to something completely unique, Piece by Piece. This one's an animated musical documentary about the life of Pharrell Williams, and the whole thing is done with Lego pieces. That's right, the entire story is built and animated using Lego bricks, which is such a creative and innovative approach. Pharrell himself curated the soundtrack, so you can expect some killer music to go along with the eye-popping visuals. The blend of animation, music, and biography gives this film an edge, and it's one of those movies that's bound to appeal to fans of all ages. Whether you're a music lover or an animation geek, this is a movie that's going to stand out for its creativity and charm. Number 5. We Live in Time. If you're in the mood for something a bit more emotional, then We Live in Time should definitely be on your radar. This romantic drama stars Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh, two actors who know how to deliver deep, emotional performances. It's a story about love, time, and loss, which means you should probably have some tissues handy. Garfield and Pugh have this incredible on-screen chemistry, and early buzz suggests that their performances might even generate award season OVS films that dive deep into the human condition and explore themes like love and mortality. This one is for you. It's the kind of film that will leave you reflecting long after the credits roll. Number 6. House of Spoils. October wouldn't be complete without some spooky, atmospheric horror, and House of Spoils fits that bill perfectly. This psychological horror centers on a chef who is haunted by supernatural forces in a remote, isolated house. The eerie, slow-burn tension looks set to be one of those films that keeps you on edge the entire time. Films set in isolated locations always seem to add an extra layer of fear. Something about being cut off from the world just heightens the suspense. This is the kind of movie that's perfect for a chilly October night, especially if you're in the mood for something that will send shivers down your spine. Number 7. Lonely Planet. For fans of romantic dramas, Lonely Planet offers another emotional roller coaster this month. Starring Laura Dern and Liam Hemsworth, this Netflix original explores themes of love, human connection, and what it means to truly understand someone. Set in a faraway, exotic location, the film takes a deep dive into relationships in a way that feels raw and real. Dern and Hemsworth both bring a sense of authenticity to their roles, and this movie could easily become one of those sleeper hits that quietly captures audiences' hearts. If you're in the mood for a love story with depth, Lonely Planet might just be the perfect pick. Number 8. Woman of the Hour. Now, here's a film that's intriguing not just for its story, but for its significance behind the camera. Woman of the Hour marks Anna Kendrick's directorial debut. Yes, that's right, Anna Kendrick is stepping behind the camera for the first time. Not only is she directing, but she's also starring in this thriller that's based on a real-life crime story. The plot revolves around a contestant on a 1970s dating game show who later becomes involved in a chilling criminal investigation. There's a certain allure to movies based on true stories. They keep you on the edge of your seat because, deep down, you know that the events actually happened. This could be one of the breakout hits of October, and it will be fascinating to see how Kendrick handles the dual role of actor and director. If you're a fan of crime thrillers, this one definitely belongs on your list. Number 9. It's What's Inside. If you're someone who enjoys a good mix of horror and comedy, then It's What's Inside is probably going to be your jam. Horror comedies can be tricky. They can either hit or miss, but when they work, they usually end up being highly entertaining. This film promises to deliver on both the scares and the laughs, offering a fresh take on the genre. What's intriguing about It's What's Inside is its wild concept. It manages to blend dark humor with genuinely terrifying moments, creating an unpredictable atmosphere where you don't know whether to laugh or scream. This unique balance of tones is what makes the movie stand out. If you're looking for something a little different this spooky season, this might just be the film for you. Plus, who doesn't love a good horror comedy as part of their October movie marathon? Number 10. Monster Summer. And finally, rounding out the list is Monster Summer, a horror adventure film that stars Mel Gibson. This one's a bit different from the traditional horror films on the list because it blends elements of action and suspense, making it more of a thrill ride than your typical jump scare horror flick. Set during an unusual summer filled with monstrous threats and unexpected twists, Monster Summer is the kind of film that promises non-stop excitement. It's got that adventure vibe mixed with the thrill of horror, which is something we don't see too often. If you're in the mood for something that will keep your heart racing, this movie could be the perfect way to close out your October film binge. And here are the 10 most anticipated movies of October 2024. Whether you like psychological horror, romantic dramas, action-packed thrillers, or even Lego musicals, this month's schedule has something for everyone. October really is the perfect time for moviegoers, and with such a variety of films, there's no doubt that it will be a memorable month at the cinema. So which movies are you most excited to see? Are you excited for The Joker? Are you excited for Folie, Deux, or is Smile 2 more your style? Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what's on your watch list this month. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, share it with your movie buff friends, and subscribe to Cinematic Cravings for more movie news, reviews, and updates. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.